Good evening, chaps and chapettes. Roggor here. Welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. Last time, the PlayStation got created. Also, I did a couple of games which were smash hits. But more importantly, PlayStation. Right. Okie doke then. Okay, so everyone's all nice and... Oh, Jeremy's still on vacation. Come on you, I don't care if your cars are nice and fancy. Stop mucking around with May and get on with it. Okay, well we can develop sequels and we can develop a new game. Let's develop Resident Evil. Right, okay, so mature, medium, topic is horror, genre is action, technically. Let's see, play system, yes I do want to pay 200 grand, I would happily trade a house. Play it on the Scully, and let's see, Resident Evil. Oh, I'm such a twat. 3D graphics, naturally. Right, okay, gameplay, story not massively important, up the engine a bit, down. Let's get the basics there. Right, and I want Roggor on that. Kate there, Jeremiah there. Actually, I want you round there. No, because I want a designer guy on the story and a tech guy on the engine. That makes sense. Does it make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, lot of hype. Okay, marketing. Let's do Quickie Boost, which did absolutely nothing. Blimey, they're really working their asses off here. Okay, dialogue's not important. Let's see. Artificial tech all the way up. Level design up a bit. What? You really don't need dialogue for Resident Evil. What a mention! Oh, Barry, we love you, you badly voiced bastard. Although, little quickie trivia here. Do you know the reason why the voice acting in Resident Evil was so bad? One, they hired very, very cheap local actors to do it, and two, the guy who was basically directing the voice actors was Japanese and didn't speak a word of English. So all the inflections were totally and utterly wrong. Oh Lord, the 90s, how I miss thee. Well, let's face facts, we can always just go back, just put on some terrible neon clothing, put on some terrible synth music, and pretend you're a teenager and nothing matters in the world. Let's see now. I still haven't discovered good sound though, bizarrely. I thought stereo sound would have been discovered by now. Ooh, open world, oh wow. Resident Evil open world. It'd almost be like frickin'... Oh, what was it? Outbreak. The Outbreak games on PS2. Very underrated Resident Evil games, by the way. It'd almost be as if they made those but linked up all the scenarios together. Right, okay, let's release a demo. There we go. Get cracking, get rid of those bugs that make people break dance. Release. Multiplayer character progression, better AR stereo sound. See, now you figure out stereo sound? Really? Okay, research. What do I want to research? God, I've got so much to research. Well, dialogue tree is nice and cheap. No, not dialogue, day and night cycle even. Branching story. Oh god, there's so much good stuff. Which would be better? If, so now I've made Resident Evil, I'm going to make Final Fantasy. Which would be better for that? That'd be dialogues and quests. Dialogue tree. Let's go for that. Oh god, I really do hope this goes out well. Mixed bag. I'll take it. Could have been better. Well, up yours, Game Hero, you don't exist. Okay, Biohazard sales, doing reasonable, but then again, if it's only a 6.5, way back in the day, what the magazine review said was gospel. You just had to go with them. Oh, Biohazard now off the market, 140 units, 1.5 mil, alright. Horror and action is a great combination, sounds important, action on the PlayStation is great, right, fine. But now, let's see, develop sequels. Obviously we don't want a Biohazard. But I mean it's a bit greyed out, but have a look-see in the call. It says a strong audience everyone. Outer Lands was PC for everyone and that was a hit, so let's go for that. On the PlayStation with Scully. Make it a medium. See Outer Lands. Inner Lands. Where everyone's shrunk down to microscopic size and injected up someone's colon. Is it really any sillier than what Borderlands already does? 3D graphics, because it's the PlayStation? Oh, Okay, I'll make this sequel and then I will make Tekken. Get cracking, lads. Let's go for a medium booth. No, let's go for a small booth, because last time... 50 grand? No, it wasn't 50. 500 grand for 80,000 people to turn up. Ooh. Sure. Yeah, I'll do some hype. Just sci-fi action games. Artificial intelligence. I could have sworn I answered that one already. Yep, everyone agrees with that. Makes sense. Yeah, see 64, so not too much down from the frickin' 80 of last time. Yeah, it didn't make into. I don't actually know if that. I'm pretty certain it's just if you've got a game in development at the time, it gives you a nice boost. I'm pretty certain about that. The Game Gear is no longer supported. Was it ever? Hey, nice amount of hype. But notice, I think also the hype goes a bit higher because it's a sequel. Oh, it seems quite a few players use illegal copies of WESIDENT. Seriously? I only tried once to pirate something on the PlayStation, and when I looked up on the then very let's see, doodly-doodly-doo, what's the best way to describe it? Larval, that's it, the larval internet, when I tried to look it up and find out how to do it. Jesus H, was it complicated? Surprises people even bother. Soothe them, or... no, let's just warn them. Hey, okay, get rid of the bugs, guys. Let's see how Innerlands does. Piracy is an increasing problem. Hey, we gain... that's it. We gain fans, but I think it's a case of we lose a little bit of sales. Something like that? I think it is. We seem to be breaking more in tech rather than design. This is a little bit of a shame. Because something can look very, very basic, but if the design is good. Okay, lads, right. Time for research. God, there is so much stuff here. Definitely want multiplayer. Because we are going to need to shove that into it. We're gonna have to make a new one, because you cannot have a fighting game with no freaking multiplayer. It's not allowed. Let's go for a day and night cycle. And then you can generate the game report on... oh, wait a little bit, and then you can generate the report for Innerlands. And 8, not too bad, but then again, completely different system. Unfortunately, at this stage in the game, I mean, Game Dev Tycoon, literally, and also the game of development in the 90s. You can't do multi-platform releases yet. Okay, right, we need to... oh, releasing a sequel to Outer Lands, new game in the series titled Innerlands was met with great responses. Cool. So here's a market has normalised the game with no particular popular trends. Okay, so we got a reasonable boost at Innerlands, not too much though. Okay, post-release analysis, dialogue's not important for that. Play system everyone was great. No, I'd agree with that. Right, okay, but now, let's see. What other stuff would be good for Tekken? Branching story, no. Character progression, no. Better AI. Yep, definitely need some better AI, because it's going to be a fighting game. Right, okay, everyone's back. So now we can create a new custom engine. We can have really, really cool graphics, so we can go for Street Fighter Alpha series if we wanted. Well, it's a brand new one. We got 8 million quid. We can definitely put all of this stuff in. Blimey, there is quite a lot. Stereo sound more important. So you want that Japanese jazz funk fusion-y thing that Tekken had. Or Tekken 2, I forget which one it was. I think the Completionist did an episode recently on Tekken, which had the what was it called? The Japanese dance jazz fusion, whatever it was. Go have a look at that episode and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hey, 3.2 for Innerlands. Nice. Making a game engine is really boring. Okay, nearly done. Got a nice amount of research though. Oh, game engine number... oh, poo! I didn't even name it properly. Oh well. Game engine number 3 it is. Right, okay. Develop new... actually, no, before we develop a new game, let's see if someone wants a fighting game. A post-apocalyptic RPG on the PlayStation. So basically they want Fallout 3... maybe... 12 years? Early? What? No good contracts there. Let's develop a new game. Okay, so it's E for everyone, medium. Let's see. I don't know what Tekken, if Tekken actually means something, the name, but either way, I'm just going to be a twat and do this. Pick topic. Let's see. I suppose technically speaking it's martial arts, technically speaking. Action? Guess that would make sense. Yeah, on the PlayStation. With game engine number 3. Whoops. Right, okay. Yep, we got to go with 3D graphics. Right, okie doke. So we definitely want multiplayer. Tutorials, better user experience, linear story with simple cutscenes. Yep, that sounds like a fighting game to me. So we want to increase the engine a bit. There we go. Right, so gameplay. We want, yep, Rogg's got a nice mix. Caden's more of a tech guy on the engine. Yep, that all makes sense to me. Go, lads, go. Right, okay, better AI. Dialogue tree? Cool, blimey. No, thank you. I'm not paying that much for that bad of an effect. Jesus. Marketing. Let's do a quick advertisement out on this, out in the frickin' magazines. I kind of miss game magazines. I mean, I know that the stuff online is better. You always get far more information than that. It's just a bit different from like having just a magazine you can just flip open and just read whilst on the toilet. Ah, here is the Nintendo 64. 64-bit, blah, 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 blah. Well, like I said, I'm not that interested, thank you very much. Right then. Okay, we don't want world design, we want graphic, then sound, then not that much world design. We want stereo sound, thank you very much. Oh, we don't really need a day and night cycle, do we? But it's a bit strange that open world is that little a requirement. It's a little bit odd. Okay, that makes about much sense. Open world Tekken. Interesting. Okay, so last one. So let's go magazine and let's do a quickie demo. Okay, get rid of those bugs, guys. Let's see how Necket does. Now, frankly, that sounds more like a platformer with a toy cat thing as the freaking fan animal. Okay, go lads, go. Okay, let's see how not Tekken did. Hey, nice one. So that's about an 8 overall, give or take. So yeah, that's about right. That about matches up with history. Yeah. Seems like my quick ticker mod seems to have stopped working for that, unfortunately. 74, well, woo. So now, okay, so you've got enough research for character progression, and then we are all researched up. We have got money, and we will be ready to make a new game engine. Let's see. No, actually, that is a relatively decent point to be finishing off. So, my good people, thank you very much indeed for watching this little video of mine on Game Dev Tycoon. If you enjoyed it, have a little look-see down below, see if there's anything else I've done which takes your fancy. If so, have a little look-see, by all means, my friends. Subscribe if you want to, but as always, people, please be wonderful to each other. Good night.